Can you describe yourself and share a little bit about what you do?
Sure. So I'm Linda and I'm in healthcare consulting. I'm a single mom, having raised two kids. I guess I'm still raising them, although they're millennials and on their own. And I have a fabulous, broad, extended family who I'm pretty involved with. And I'm an avid cyclist. And I'm also someone who has shifted my life actively, having gone through a divorce that I did not expect, but has made my life be oh so much better.
How did you first hear about Andrew?
I first heard about Andrew from a nurse who, like me, was going through a divorce. And you know how that can throw life into a total tizzy. She told me how grounded she felt after meeting with him and some of the great insights he helped her connect with. And I thought, okay, I need that too.
Did you have a specific part of you that was calling out for support?
Well, at the time, when you go through a split or, a divorce, the ground moves under you and you go, I'm I'm a mom, I've got to keep this going. I'm a professional, I've got to keep that going. And how did I ever relate to my family members whom I loved or might have passed on? And because the ground moves and everything is redefined, I went with, I have sort of three areas that are important to me: work, parent, thrive. And so those are the areas that I really wanted to get insights with and had no idea. I was actually really impressed with how Andrew had broken cold cases and read about him and how his intuition and his vibes help people get on really great directions. And honestly, from the first session that I had with Andrew, first of all, he's an incredibly warm human and is your friend and an intuitive connector right from the beginning and incredibly warm. And he really helped me to get centered, to see myself, my options, my next directions so much more clearly. And it's amazing how being with him is kind of like a connection in a time tunnel. I hear and get insights about my past, my present, and opportunities with my future. Every year I meet with him, and it just grounds me immeasurably.
Did anything specific in your first reading come up that really resonated with you?
Oh my gosh. Yes. So he helped me connect the dots. I showed him several family pictures, and within 5 minutes he kind of nailed what I might have missed for a number of years. And so he helped me connect the dots and said, "Oh, how long has this been going on?" And I didn't know. I had no idea, but he totally nailed it. And I said, "Why? How?" And help me connect the dots with insights about my family dynamics, some of the drivers of my divorce. If only I had seen him 10 years earlier. And he also helped me connect the dots in reassuring ways about how connections, family members who had died and were still alive would support me and ground me. So that was astonishing. He also, I didn't just, when I say work, parent, thrive, I would take work choices that I had in front of me, and he would help me consider the vibes that I had with a variety of people. That was immeasurably helpful. The vibe issues going on in my family that helped me better parent, that was incredible. Logistically, he actually said, "No, I think there's going to be some financial paths." And yeah, that happened within a month. So, yes, first session was a bunch of wow things.
During the mentorship, was there a spiritual or energetic shift that you felt while working with him?
Oh, absolutely. I felt a spiritual and energetic shift in a way that's similar to what it's like to meditate and even beyond in terms of reading the connections and the vibes of that really shifted me. So I would walk in with concrete questions. I'm pretty practical. I put pictures on a PowerPoint. I put all the questions that I was wondering about. And then I would walk out with an elevated, energetic vibe, optimism about what some of my options were, some greater insights about the people in my life and my paths ahead. And they've really helped me get more grounded with the directions I would take in my work. I've been in corporate for two major corporate environments, so paths there. I have my own practice and how I position and what I do, the paths there. I work and teach at the graduate level and the paths there. And then how I can best support my kids and how I care for myself.
How long were you in the mentorship for?
So I see Andrew at least annually, and I find it most helpful to be in the room where it happens. He mentions to me that he has people who fly in, and I know that he does virtual, and the maximum interaction with him is the greatest joy. So I go in the room where it happens, and I meet with him in his home office, and I have found that to be most valuable.
Working with Andrew, has he helped you step into a new power, and how has that felt?
Yes. Actually, in my whole Work Parent Thrive, and you know that I met him during my divorce, he's helped me step into more confident direction in my divorce process to make sure I took care of both myself and my kids and really be the warrior that I needed to be to make sure that the kids and I were okay. I know that's a movie, but the kids had to be okay. And I went from hesitant to confident and bold and declarative. He's helped me move from, like Orphan Annie, may I have another kind of consultant, or may I help you, to I know how to help you. And so my personal power is a lot more confident for what I bring. I'm a teacher. I have a faculty appointment that I've held for over 10 years, and I'm a lot more declarative with my students and feeling much more confident. And my ability to master my own financials, because when I got divorced, I was a 1950s housewife and I didn't know about the money. And so one of my major goals is, how do I build the confidence to be able to take care of my kids and me, and against many odds. And we, and all that happened. More confidence in what's the next step. What did I see about the past? What could I do better, differently? And I'm actually thrilled. My kids um, are confident, comfortable, and I don't know that I could have helped them evolve that way without these insights and this shift in the energy with some of these great insights and guidance. Andrew is one of my most amazing teachers along the way. He's not the only one, but he is a major shift changer for me to make the moves that needed to be made for me to be where I am.
And would you say that your family and friends have seen a change in you while working with Andrew?
They have seen me evolve. I am known as lemons to lemonade. I am known as hesitant to warrior. I am known as kitty cat mom to lioness. And the insights that I come up with or bring back are ones where they say, wow, wow. I have sent I recommended Andrew to so many friends. And if you're watching this, I recommend talking to him. We all get hit with themes and ways when the ground moves under us. Yep, there's the divorce. Yep, I have had family members that had to go to rehab. I've had, oh my gosh, how will I make sure there's enough money? And the ground has moved under me. I have been hacked into the point of near financial bankruptcy, and my path forward has always been strengthened by working with Andrew.
How has your life changed overall since working with Andrew?
I am I am a thunderous warrior in pursuit of making sure that my work, which is making healthcare more responsive to consumers and clinicians is better for them using every gift and capability there. And working with Andrew helps me remove obstacles towards going down that path. My role in parenting is, you know, I've moved from we to me with confidence in the me part. I'm actually pretty pleased that I also advise or give advice to women in similar situations. And my self-care thriving, I would set goals, think about future me, and that's actually shifted too. So I've gone from being someone who worked at corporate, sort of on my way out, up, not entirely clear about how that would work, to having another raving career in consulting, and then having my own practice that has exceeded my targets and had the great pleasure of working with amazing people who are similarly motivated and having a great celebration of my amazing children, their friends, and their family. I have the honor of being called mom by several, which is the kind of community that I hope to have. And I have the most amazing friends with whom we may do 500-mile bike rides. We may just have incredible, insightful holiday get togethers and contributions. And I am actually in the love of my life relationship that's already been profiled in a book.